before we move to the second part of that means multiplication and division, we should have a glance on additive inverse. What it is? That additive inverse means when we are adding two numbers and the result will be 0. That means suppose I am adding 4 by 7, okay, with minus 4 by 7. What is the result you will get? Tell me. It will be 4 minus 4. So ultimately your answer will be 0 by 7. That means ultimately you are getting a 0. So in this way, the pair of number which gives you a 0 after addition, that group, that pair of number are called additive inverse. Okay, so all the numbers, if you are considering any positive one, so it's a negative one is the additive inverse of this one. Okay, let's come to the multiplication of the rational numbers. Okay, in case of multiplication, let me take an example of this one. Let us multiply for multiplication. Let me take an example of minus 3 by 5 into 2. Here you can see that I have taken one negative rational number and one positive rational number, and it have one denominator, but it does not have any denominator. So when you have a number without any denominator, what you can do? You can put 1 as denominator. Yes or no? Okay. Now follow the steps carefully. What will happen in this case? The numerator will be multiplied. That means minus 3 into 2, and the denominator will be multiplied. Okay, so ultimately after multiplication, what you are getting? Minus 6 by 5. Now if you are changing this one in a mixed fraction, okay, so that is also correct. Otherwise, if you are leaving it as minus 6 by 5, that is also correct. But I am changing this one is in mixed fraction in that format, that rational number. So what I am getting? 1 whole 1 by 5. This is my answer. This is my answer in this case. Okay, let's take another one example. What will happen on that case? Here I am multiplying minus 6 by 5 into minus, or otherwise you take 2 by minus 3. Okay, what will be the result in this case? Here I have taken two rational numbers with denominator, and here the numerator have the negative sign, and in second case you have the denominator with negative sign. So let's again we will follow the same criteria. What I can write? I will multiply the numerator, then denominator will be multiplied with the denominator. So after multiplying these two, what you are getting? Here you will get minus 12, and this one after multiplying these two you are getting minus 15. Okay, now you have to see one thing. Are they divisible? Do they have any common factor? Yes, they have. They are divisible by 3. So what I can write? Minus 4 by minus 5. Now we cannot leave the answer in negative form. So because you have, when you have gone through that standard form of the rational numbers, there you have gone through these things, that none of the answers of, or when you have to put the answer, it should not be left as the as usual. You have to put it in standard form. So I cannot leave the denominator as negative 1. So what I can do in this case? I can multiply both of them by minus 1. And ultimately what I am getting when we are multiplying these two with negative sign, so what I am getting, it will be positive, and this one also will be positive. So denominator should not be left as negative, as it is a rule. We have to give the answer in standard form. Okay, let's come to the division part. How you can divide two rational numbers. Let's come with an example for division. Yes, my example is, my question for division is, first one is 4 by 9. I will divide this one with minus 5 by 7. Okay, I think you can remember what is called reciprocal. that terms we use when we are going to divide any fractional number, or that will same will happen in case of the rational number. Okay, and we cannot divide it in this way, so we have to change this one as multiplication, because this is the reverse process of multiplication. Division means what? It is the reverse of multiplication, so we have to change it in multiplication. So how we can change? We will change the second term in its reciprocal. So reciprocal means we will just the denominator will come to the numerator and the numerator gone to denominator. Okay, so I have written this one like that. Now I will follow the same step we had followed in case of the multiplication. So here the numerator and numerator will be multiplied, denominator and denominator will be multiplied. It is into. Then what you are getting? This is equal to 28 by this one is minus 45. Sorry, it is 28 by minus 45. Okay, now you have to think, are they divisible? Do they have any common factor? No, in this case you don't have any common factor. So maybe it may not be divisible because they don't have any common factor. But what we can do, the denominator should not be left as negative. So again I have to follow the previous step what we have done on the previous case. The denominator and numerator will be multiplied with minus 1. It is 1. So my answer will be minus 28 by 45. This will be the answer. I can't leave the answer as negative. Okay, let's done the last example. Let's come with the last example for this part. Take an example of 6 by minus 5 divided by minus 2 by 3. What will be the answer for this one? Okay, this is my question. Now again I will follow the same thing, as it is 6 by minus 5 and I have to change it in multiplication, so I have to reciprocate this one. So what I am getting? I am getting it like that, and again I will multiply the numerator and denominator into denominator. So what I am getting? This one is 18 and this one is minus plus, it is 10. Are they divisible by each other? Yes, they are divisible by 2. So if I am cancelling this one by 2, what I am getting? It is 9 by 5. If I am not changing this one in mixed fraction, then also it is correct, but let it write in mixed fraction. What I am getting? It is 4 by 5. 1 whole 4 by 5. This is my answer. I hope your all the doubts will be clear by observing these videos, and thank you for being with me.